For number 3 Boise State hosting number 24 Oregon State, it might represent the toughest team Boise State has left on the schedule. The Boise State may have some tougher games down the line because they be games away from home. But for the Broncos, the Beavers represent probably the best team left on the schedule. Oregon State features 2 explosive offensive players, Jacquizz Rodgers and his brother James Rodgers. Jacquizz is the running back, one of the best in the Pac-10. James Rodgers is a flanker, one of the top receivers who they also use in the running game and to return some kicks. So for the Broncos, it's going to be key to contain those 2 guys. And on the other side for Oregon State, figure out a way to stop a Boise State offense that's always been potent behind its junior quarterback, Kellen Moore, and with very talented receivers, Austin Pettis and Titus Young. Yeah, for number 1 Alabama, this is the first big road game of the season. Now, the Tide went on the road last week to Duke and had no problem there. That was just a tune-up for what they will face in Fayetteville this weekend against number 10 Arkansas and quarterback Ryan Mallett. And the matchup between Alabama's defense and Mallett and that Arkansas offense is what's really intriguing here. Mallett's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, a big-time pro prospect, and a Heisman Trophy candidate, especially if he can beat Alabama. Last year he had one of his worst games against Alabama, threw for about 135 yards. This Alabama defense has got a lot of new players, very talented players, but about 8 or 9 first-year starters. Now, so far they've been terrific. Alabama gives up only about 6 points a game. They're ranked number 2 in the nation in that category. But that's come against very different type of competition than they'll see against Arkansas. This is a big-time offense. One of the keys for Alabama is, so far through 3 games, Alabama has only 2 sacks. They're going to need to get some pressure on Mallett to stop him. He's not real mobile, so usually he's pretty easy to find back there. Yeah, the number 2 game on the SEC slate behind Alabama and Arkansas is still a pretty good game, and that's number 12 South Carolina going to number 17 Auburn. 2 sort of upstart teams in the SEC. Both teams were expected to be good. They're both undefeated, so this is a little bit of a crossroads game. The winner, sort of vaults on and stays a big-time SEC contender. The loser takes a step back. For Auburn, their undefeated season has been fueled so far by their new quarterback, Cam Newton, a junior college transfer, a kid who used to play at, or at least was at Florida for a little while. Newton's a run-pass threat, still working out his passing, but a really tough runner, a big kid who runs over people. At South Carolina, the new addition to the offense is a freshman running back named Marcus Lattimore, who's really given Steve Spurrier, for the first time since he's been at South Carolina, a true number 1 feature back to lean on. In their win against Georgia 2 weeks ago, Lattimore had over 180 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Gamecocks.